Today's episode deals with firing people. Hey, what's going on? It's Glenn and Cameron. This year I've had to fire 3 people, and it pretty much was the same thing in each case. Recently an article came out with I think it was IBM. I'll look again, but essentially a big company. It gave all of its work at home employees the option of coming back into the office or quitting. If you need your job, that's not a hard decision. But I had similar problems. And here's the thing, and many people don't seem to understand this. Everyone doesn't have the personal discipline to work from home. It's just facts. Everyone can't do that. And I think that it's become one of those buzzwords, because I was really wondering what was going to happen with office space. You know, years and years ago, I used to sell office furniture, and I was kind of thinking, will there be a need for offices one day, right? You know, I was really thinking like that, because I was just all up in the Kool-Aid. I was just drinking the Kool-Aid left and right. The reality is, people need structure. And for many people, that means working in an office. Someplace that they will have to get in their car, go there, and work in the office. It just makes a difference. So the first person that I fired, it was weird, because she started off really well. Then it got hanky, because this thing with pay. A long time ago, when I was working, had a job, you start a job and it was just assumed that you have a week in the hole. There had a lot of pushback on that, and then, you know, people wanted advances and stuff. And like I said, her performance was good, but when it was like, you're getting paid on this day, it's only count. But as an employer, if you're into this whole thing of advancing employees' money all the time, it's going to bite you in the ass. I've done it before in one of my businesses, and I said I was never going to do it again. And we had a conversation. I thought we were straight. She had a project to do, and I was just checking, because it was something you get metrics from every day. And I just noticed it was like 3 days, there was no change. And I was like, what's going on? Oh, I was sick this day. And I was like, you were sick, which means you didn't work. Then some other stuff went down, and it just totally degraded. And I just fired her. Then I had 2 more who did similar stuff, because I have an assistant that I had tasked, should have been watch over them, but to manage this project. And I'm getting emails from her. It's like, hey, I've reached out to so-and-so. It's 8 o'clock tonight. I hadn't heard from them all day. No work was produced. They weren't communicating. Then one of them had the audacity to say, I have family coming in town. I got stuff going on. No, I wasn't working, but she wanted to be paid for those hours. I mean, I was just blown away. So I fired her, and I didn't pay neither one of them for that week they didn't work. It's like, you didn't work. You want to come after me? You want to sue me? Fine, do it. Because you can't prove to me that you worked. You sure can't prove it in court. And that set up the stage where I got an office. Now I have 2 offices, because a lot of the work we're doing is going to be project-based. There's going to be so many things going on. And today I was in the office because I was delivering some furniture. And one of the people there said, I really like working here because I can bounce ideas off. You can bounce ideas off someone much better in person than you can over the internet, over the phone. I know people are going to disagree. They're going to be like, no, you can do everything on the internet. Everyone can work from home. No, that's some bullshit. And I didn't lose a client, but the shit looked bad, because I was managing, and I said, hey, that's on me, my bad, I made a mistake. And I don't think what some employees realize, that when they're fucking up, it's not just them fucking up, they're fucking up a lot of stuff. So it was really bad. But one thing I learned years and years ago, if you've got a problem and you need to fire someone, do it quickly. Don't mull it over. And for me, work was not getting done, and then people were lying and just throwing in timesheets. So at that point, you're committing theft, and that's a real easy decision to make. It's just wild how many people are looking to be paid to make a lot of money when they're not working. I went ahead and I created a process, because one of the things is when you're deficient and you got some issues going on, I mean, 3 people, that's a structural problem. It's like I was doing some shit wrong. So I got a friend who's a recruiter, and I got my assistant, and they do the front interviews and they do the weeding out and all this other stuff. And if both of them agree that the person's good, then they get hired. So that's worked out beautifully, because I've hired people before, but it has been 10 years since I've had to hire anybody. It's been a long time. And then hiring a VA is way different than hiring someone here in America, than someone you would just be dealing with on the internet. I think VAs could be extremely valuable, but once again, my business model has changed drastically. I mean, I'm doing really big projects, long-term projects. I mean, one project is probably going to be 3 to 4 years long, and it has so many moving parts that this is just not something I could say, hey, do this VA, or even a team of VAs. I need people who, all right, people are driving crazy. I need people who are here, people I can talk to, and I've made a lot of investments in the office. It's really cool, because I got this whiteboard wall stuff where you can write on the wall, and there's agendas up there. I'll be doing whiteboard videos, training, and all this stuff, because the whole wall is a whiteboard. It's really, really cool. And I made a lot of investments in that, because if you want to work from home, there's many businesses you can do that, but think about it. If you're a plumber, you can't work from home. You cut down trees, whatever the hell that is called. Landscaper, you can't work from home. Your home could be your home base, but there's a lot of jobs you're not working from home. And going forward, I just decided that working from home is going to be, you're going to have to be doing some killer work. And I'm also going to look at your family situation. And I don't know if I'm violating any employee laws, but if you come in the office and you're doing regular work, and you're doing a good enough job to keep from getting fired, and you have kids, more than likely you're not going to get to work from home, because kids require a lot of time. You're already just doing the minimum. Now, if you're like a superstar and you're just performing like a ninja, okay, you may get to work from home at some point. I haven't really decided, because the last few weeks, because we're in the 3rd week of this, so much work has gotten done. It's like, wow, okay, we're gonna keep doing this. What's the saying? If it's not broken, don't fix it. If it's not broken, don't break it. Whatever that saying is. So this is working. We're getting things done. We're moving forward. And next month, there'll be 2 more, and we'll go through the same hiring process and get them onboarded and get them to work. But working from home sounds really good. I've done it for a long time. I've done it since 2009, but it was just me. It was creative work, doing videos, writing. I mean, it didn't need a lot of space, didn't need employees, and I have a lot of personal discipline when it comes to getting work done from home. Everyone doesn't have that. And if just some advice to you, if you struggle to be on time, if you struggle to keep commitments, doesn't mean you're a bad person, but chances of you working from home and being successful are fucking slim. And that's the thing that so many people, because it's doable, and you'll get these studies where all these people are working remote. So much of this stuff is predicated on solitary work. If you're a programmer and you're not working on a large project, you're working on what you're working on. It doesn't really matter where you work. But if you're doing a project, because Facebook, everybody's working in the office for Facebook mostly. Correct me if I'm wrong. Google, they're working on the campus. Apple, they're working on the campus. Microsoft, they're working on the campus. Maybe they have some people who work from home or not. But what I'm seeing is a lot of things that I assumed would be the future, like everybody would be working from home, everyone would be a freelancer. The possibility is there, but everyone doesn't have the skill sets to make that possible. So it's going to be very, very interesting. I'll be doing more of these things, just talking about the business, life, There'll be stories and other stuff here, so be sure to subscribe. And if you work from home, put in the comments how easy or how hard that is for you. And also check out my other channels. You know, if you're looking how to do video, Mac Daddy Media. If you're looking how to learn how to be a writer, a rich self-published author. If you're looking for personal development for hustlers. And if you're a seasoned business owner, you're gonna love B School for Hustlers. So that's it. See you in the next video.